All right, we're back on this 1994 Isuzu Rodeo. If you watch part one of the video, it's a pretty long video, but I was kind of in the right direction, but also in the wrong direction because the technician that worked on it before never told me in this map sensor he put a little check ball in the map line down here. I don't know if you can see that. It's the sun. This little line down here, he put a check ball in there. So that was making it run really rich, or trying to make it run really rich. He was trying to compensate. Long story short, they checked timing, put a check valve in there, put different computers in, right? And then they give me a call and take a look at it. It's also got new map sensors, new throttle position, new idle air control. Smoked it. There was no gasket between here, which wouldn't really affect it because it's a map engine, not a MAF engine. It's air density, not airflow engine, mass airflow engine. And then they said you couldn't get any data from this old Snap-on scanner, which you can once in a while, right, buddy? But my buddy JJ gave me one of his to use. It's even got the sticker on it, the MT2500. Got the cartridge in, all the connectors hooked up. So let me get it running here and I'll show you. All right, it's running. You can see it runs like absolute crap. You can hear it backfiring, lean condition. It's an open loop, integrator, and your block learn. All right, so our integrator, and then there's our block learn. Our integrator is our short term. Our block learn is our long term for these OBD1 systems. So 128 would be perfect. 128 would be 0 on an OBD2 car. Or, you know, regular field trim. 0 would be perfect. Anything above 0, rich. Anything below 0, lean. So block learn is 0, but look at your integrator. Well, first off, look at your old 2-sensor millivolts. For 4 millivolts, 0 is lean, 1 volt is rich, or 999 millivolts is rich. We're really lean right now, which is why it's backfiring. Backfiring there, that's to the floor and it's backfiring. So it's gonna give it a ton of fuel right there. It's giving it, I mean, I'm giving it some gas too, but it's all over the place. And it never goes above 450 millivolts. Eventually this block learn will start going up too. We've had everything cleared out. But it's running really lean. Hence the old 2 sensors picking it up. The integrator is way positive. Look, I'm not even touching the gas now, and it's almost 200, way above 128. And eventually that'll go into the long term, which is your block learn. So it's running really, really lean. So in the first video we saw with our secondary ignition, it was running lean. Why was the tailpipe doing black smoke? Well, that check ball that somebody put in there didn't help either. That was, you know, kind of wish I would have known that, but now I know. He told me about a week later after I troubleshot this, or tried to troubleshoot it, I guess. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna block the return line. It's got a new fuel pressure regulator in there. Once I block the return line, this thing ran a ton better. We checked fuel pressure. The technician before said he checked it. He's got like 36 to 38. Which we checked with what we got, but look in the specs, it's saying 41 to 44 or 42 to 44. And just because that, you know, that's below it, doesn't meet the minimum spec. You pull the vacuum line off the pressure regulator, it does go up. Obviously less engine vacuum at higher RPMs, and that is new or newer. And it's got new injectors. It's got a bad fuel pump, not getting enough pressure, but also on the other hand, it doesn't have enough volume, I believe. Block that line off. We got to be careful because when we block it off, fuel wants to leak out one of these other lines because there's nowhere to pressure to go because it's a return system. We'll do that next. Alrighty, so I blocked the return line there. It's a vice grip. Like I said, these hose clamps need to be replaced, so I don't want to run it very long. First thing I'm going to do is start it. I think I blocked the wrong line. One sec. Try that again. Yeah, I blocked the wrong line. Now look. It's squeaking because of the pulley, but I hold it. Nothing. It runs awesome. I'm going to shut it off for a sec. Because I want to leak all that fuel. Yeah, I can see a leak in fuel there. So anyways, I blocked the other line there, the return line. It started right up, no popping, it revved right up, it runs awesome. Don't mind that pulley squeak, I'll have to fix that. Now I'm going to show you some live data on the scaling tool real quick, and then we're done. Again, this hose clamp is leaking there, so I do got to be careful. It's all stripped out. I try to do this again here. Yeah, now it's switching better. It's an open loop, I gotta be careful. It'll eventually go to closed loop. But it runs so much better. Alright, we're running again. I want to go in the closed loop, but I gotta be careful. Because that damn line's leaking a little bit. But you can see much better. Now look, we're in closed loop. Integrator seems a little better, still leaking, but it's a lot better. Alright, so anyways, I didn't capture it all on camera, but this did go to closed loop. This was moving around, this was staying there, but after I ran for a little bit, I threw my phone down. This was going up and switching and everything. And the integrators got better. Block alarm was good. Integrators got better. Like I said, it went down closer to 0, which is 128. And the millivolts were switching back and forth. So that proves that it's a fuel delivery issue and why it's running so lean. Because it's not getting enough fuel, obviously. So they'll replace the fuel pump. I don't know if I'll get to have a follow-up with this or not, but that is what's wrong with this vehicle. It's a fuel delivery issue. Oh, and one last thing. Zach McLean from Arkansas with Elite Automotive Solutions is the one that gave me the idea to block the return line in. It worked awesome, so I'm going to give him a huge shout out as well.